All humans participate in the Matrix game, often without any awareness of the intricate manipulation that unfolds behind the curtain. This game, which encompasses various aspects of your life, from politics to social interactions, is a profound reflection of the power dynamics at play in your world. Many remain blissfully ignorant of the underlying forces that shape their realities, yet the truth, once fully revealed, has the potential to send a seismic shockwave through the collective consciousness of humanity. At a soul level, you know every answer to every question. Every answer that we are going to give you, at a soul level, you already know. We have talked it over with you. You have told us what you wanted. We have said that it is not possible to give you that answer with everyone else that we must consider. Would you be willing to accept this answer or that answer? And all of you have agreed upon the answer, but there is not one of you that recalls it, nor will you. As we said, this is not a psychic experience. It is a spiritual experience. You are not here by chance. You are here because you have chosen to be here. When we sent out our desire to help those who have not reached our level, you called upon our desires and we have answered. It is that simple. Nothing spectacular, nothing unusual. It is the way creation goes on. That is the way it is on this side. Now, when you replace your physical body, or let us say when you shed your physical body, you will find that you will chuckle at yourself and say, I certainly worked in that situation, trying to figure out what I really am or who I really am. When this truth emerges, it will catalyze a monumental shift that has the capacity to transform humanity as a whole. This transformation will fundamentally change the very fabric of your understanding of everything you thought you knew. The information that will eventually be disclosed to the public will expose the full extent of the deceptions that have been perpetuated by those who once held power. While much evidence has been systematically destroyed or concealed by the elites who manipulate the masses, it is crucial to understand that they do not possess all the facts or information. There are individuals and groups who stand ready to come forward with genuine disclosures that will illuminate the dark corners of your reality. It is essential to recognize that all of your world leaders and the elites are deeply implicated in the cover-ups of these sinister manipulations, orchestrated by unseen forces pulling the strings from behind the scenes. These beings have thrived on the suffering of the innocent and those less fortunate, exploiting the vulnerable for their own gain, wealth, and pleasure. The time has come for the human race to liberate itself from the oppressive grasp of these entities. However, this liberation cannot be handed down from external sources. It must arise from within. As we see here, there would be the need for further information. To give you all somewhat a greater insight into the beginning of all things, we have decided to in some way explain, so that it would be in the grasp of your thinking, some enlightenment into those things that existed in the very beginning. To put into finite words the existence of the divine creator before all that man recognizes now would leave much to be desired as far as a greater or more in-depth understanding. Because that mind with which man understands at a conscious level is extremely limited in its scope or in its grasp. One might compare the very beginning, or that state prior to any manifestation of anyone but God himself, could be likened into a vast sea that encompassed everything even beyond. This vast sea would then be in essence the spirit of the God or the force, the discerning energy that occupies all of space and all of time. This would be then the omnipotent, the omniscient, and the omnipresent. This is the source of all, the universal force, the whole, the very essence of all that you consider life, so that one might say that this is the mind of God that encompasses the total life energy, so that the vibrations that make up the atomic structure, so to speak, is the manifestation of that creative force or the creator. Even in this, one would have to consider it, shall we say, in its gross expression. The essence of this spirit or this creative power does not change. Only the force or the form, only the form of the manifestation changes. This we could consider the first existence of God, the infinite Father, the divine force, the ultimate vibration. We, your loving star families, cannot be the ones to enact this change on your behalf. It is imperative that you rise as a collective, making conscious choices that reflect your desire for freedom and truth. Free will remains a fundamental universal law that applies to all beings, and it is a principle that must be honored and exercised by each individual. Many among you have already embarked on this path of discovery, uncovering the true nature of the dark plans that have been laid out before you. However, a significant portion of the population is only now beginning to awaken to these revelations. In this pivotal moment of your evolutionary journey, technology has played a crucial role in empowering individuals to voice their truths. The ability to express oneself openly and freely has never been more accessible, allowing for a diverse range of perspectives to emerge. Some of you have taken to the streets, boldly expressing your truths and standing in solidarity with one another. This burgeoning movement among humanity is a testament to the collective desire for change and transparency. The current movements within your collective consciousness are being significantly influenced by the massive energies that you are collectively experiencing. As you express your truths, you are not only elevating your own spirit, but also lifting the collective spirit of humanity as a whole. This act of sharing and revealing ignites the sparks of light within others, fostering an environment of growth and enlightenment. You are lifting yourselves and each other in light, love, and truth, creating a ripple effect that resonates throughout the entire human experience. There is a time when one should share problems with others. There are some individuals who constantly talk about their sickness or their problem. Then there are those who go the opposite. If there is a physical problem, one should be willing to share it with others, not to the extent that any individual becomes tired of hearing about it, but these are things that should not be kept to oneself. First of all, if there is a true sickness or an ailment, those who are sick or ailing are deserving of extra attention, consideration, extra love, extra prayers. If one holds all this back, then they are depriving themselves of the additional help. Do you understand?